started. Let's see the stream. It just says, hopefully it says it's live. So it just says waiting for box mining over here. But I don't know. YouTube is always a little bit wonky sometimes on the weekend here. It just says waiting for box mining, but the stream is already online, right? Huh. Huh. Yeah, where's the stream? Okay, it's okay. Okay, finally we're live. Oh my god, guys, that's so weird. YouTube is like so weird. I'm just trying to fix everything today. So, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Box Mining. We're now live. It is the 21st of September today. It's a Monday over here in Hong Kong, and I wish you guys a great weekend for anyone that is over on the other side of the world. It's been a pretty hefty ride, but I do have to say that this weekend I took a personal break. It just seems and felt as if everything was slowing down a little bit. Yield farming rewards, it was no longer in the triple digits, no longer above 100 for most yield farms, and yields is comfortably sitting at 60 something, which is still really good, but it's no longer as kind of crazy as fanatical as before. Obviously, we had the whole Uniswap thing over this whole weekend, so Uniswap prices just went up, and then of course dived a little bit back down as with all crypto, and we should be pretty used to that by now, but it was good to see that kind of huge pump that happened with Uniswap this weekend. We also have an update with this kind of China-US tech war. So the WeChat messaging app has now officially been banned from new installs. All right, so updates and new installs, that's currently being blocked, and I see that kind of warfare, that tech warfare, continuing. Whilst this is actually quite detrimental to global development of technology, but something that's interesting I want to mention here is that if apps are done on chain, there's no way of banning it, right? You have multiple clients to communicate with the network, and it's a lot more censorship resistant. Not all solutions are permanently censorship resistant, but that's kind of an interesting way going forward. Obviously, on China's side, China has also blocked Facebook, Twitter, Google Play Store. Pretty much there's a lot. So I can see the escalation going on. So like with the US initially banning Huawei, then banning TikTok, and then banning WeChat, China's gonna kind of push up their banning of US apps, and then this warfare is gonna be very, very interesting. So anyways, let's have that. We also have a comment. We have Mark W asking, hey y'all, thoughts on the Cream burn? You know, I've been a very big miner of Cream, and also I actually really love the project because they're doing something they're actually developing at such a fast pace. That's why I was actually mining in their mix pool, so their pool 2, so to speak. So that's Cream / USDC or W wrapped ETH, which was probably the bigger pool that I was in. But because I was mining there, I was subjected to the ride, which was rides up and then down and then ride up again. It was a great ride. It is a great ride. Not just was. It is a great ride. Not always the funnest ride, but at the same time, lots of developments that happened over the weekend. So we'll check out with that as well. So make sure, guys, tell me how you are all doing this weekend. We also have a comment from Mauro Vital Policen said, did you guys hack Yarrow G as his channel? So none of us on this channel hacked it. So this actually goes back to one of the questions here. So at the end of the day, a lot of people are wondering why US has bad ads, or how these scammers in crypto get away with pushing out all this like fake live streams and giveaways and getting people's channels banned. They do it because they hack other people's channels. So I actually raised awareness for this as well. So on Twitter, I also talked about this. There's a YouTuber called Yarrow G, and his channel got hacked. And then his channel also got used and abused to do fake crypto giveaway scams. This is the most despicable thing on the planet. It is the worst, and absolutely Facebook needs to, and YouTube needs to do something about it, because this has been going on an ongoing trend, and it pisses me off to no end. It's the worst. So I hope he gets his channel back. I hope we can all help that. This is like something that they do, right? So I guess all seen this, like, oh, fake giveaways, 10,000 ETH by Vitalik, and what happens is that they use other people, other good YouTubers channels, just hackers just hack them, and then these scammers go on and push out these fake ads, and that's how we get to the state we are today. But anyways, and YouTube really needs to take up responsibility of that. So we got comment as well. So we have a new plant here. So finally went plant shopping this weekend. This is called like Emerald Wave or something like that. It's got a fancy name, but anyways, it's my new plant. I'm hoping I don't kill it this time. Last one, unfortunately, yeah, wrecked. So I'm not the best plant keeper. I'm not gonna start box farming as of yet. I need to learn a little bit better how to keep plants. But we got this plant, and we also got an orchid as well. So this is my orchid that I bought over the weekend too. So that's gonna be fun. It's box farming for reals now, guys, for reals. So I also hope you guys like the new setup. So I updated to NVIDIA broadcast this weekend. So hopefully the audio quality is improved. Tell me if it's improved, and tell me if I'm in sync with what I'm saying right now. So obviously when these things get updated, yeah, the synchronization is a bit of a problem. But I think I did a test over the weekend, and it seems to be a little bit louder and nicer. That's what I've kind of noticed with NVIDIA broadcast. So NVIDIA broadcast is the noise removal software. So if I turn it off, this is with it off, you'll probably hear the air conditioning sound in the back. It probably won't sound as nice, and also obviously you can hear all the background sounds. But with NVIDIA broadcast, it uses AI to remove all the weird, nasty sounds, and that's it is the way it is. Anyways. That's pretty much. Let's go very quickly talk about my podcast for a sec here. So we have my podcast before we start, Bitcoin out of the box. Also, by the way, make sure you rate it on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And if there's a rating button, it really does help. So we're adding a lot more content onto this. We have basically recently I realized that listening to this stuff on the go is really powerful. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts on the go, and I was like, okay, look, I really have to have a good stab at making podcasts. So podcasts are material that I can just listen to on the go if you want to learn a little bit more about crypto and about what's going on. A lot of the stuff that we covered, it really gets previewed. Like it's a preview. We got like interviews with CZ, the Bobby Ung, TrustSwap CEO Jeff Kredakis. It's like all before things really started to pop. So anyways, I think that's the way we're trying to orientate it, and we're having a lot more episodes coming very, very soon. So search Bitcoin out of the box on every single podcast platform. And thank you, Angela, for posting that as well. So okay, so now let's talk a little bit about the market. So market wise, not too much change that's happened over the weekend. It's a pretty lazy weekend. Not too much happening. We got Bitcoin past 24 hours zero. Oh, by the way, did you notice that I'm also here as well? This is with NVIDIA broadcast too. So I'm actually like here. Okay, there we go. Now I can look at a computer here. So yeah, I'm trying this out. It's not the best, I would say. Like, we'll have to see. Tell me if you like the little window here. I'm kind of blocking everything, aren't I? Anyways, yeah, so with the markets here, we have, let's see, Ethereum is not moving much, and there's actually an interesting thought as well on ETH on this point too. So Ethereum, not too much movement, minus 2%, but so, what that means. Oh, Siri, shut up. But let's see this. So Uniswap recently deployed their mining. So on Uni, you have a pool, so you can provide liquidity to Uni. Something that's actually very interesting with this is that because there's so much liquidity added to the Uni pool, that it's actually extremely hard now to move Ethereum. So like if you look at this here, ETH DAI, ETH USDC, ETH USD. So these are all Ethereum pairs with WBTC. So what happens with that is that with the so much money being added, so we have 366 million. Wow, Siri is really annoying today. Okay, I don't need you, Siri, not now. But so we have these pairs being very strong, which means that at the same time, if you want to buy or sell ETH, it doesn't move the price as much, especially on Uniswap. So let's just go check it out here. So if you just wanted to market buy some ETH, that's I hate this part about Uniswap where you have to. So we have, okay, so this is how to do it. So If you don't see USDT there, you copy paste the USDT address and then you got it. So anyway, so let's say, for example, you want to buy $1 million worth of ETH. You'll barely move the market. You'll move it less than 1%. That's actually very interesting. That's actually very, very interesting. So because there's so much liquidity being added, the side effect of that and the good effect of that is it stabilizes the coin. But some people are very critical about it. They're like saying, okay, if you want ETH prices to move, say if someone wants to buy millions of dollars of ETH, well, they'll barely cost any dent in the market, especially if you can spread this out between the 4 pools as well, which is absolutely possible with something like what was it called again? 1inch exchange, like those DeFi yield DeFi exchange aggregators. You can tap into multiple pools, spread the orders out. So even if someone's ordering $1 million worth of ETH, no movement. But that could be good for long-term crypto. So anyways, that's just food for thought going in. I thought that was pretty interesting. So that's being said, of course, markets otherwise has been pretty stable, like not too much. Biggest movement, we have CDI, Digibyte, Loopring. So none of the DeFi stuff really moved over this weekend. And did we see them drop? Not really. I mean, it's just like the stuff that went up moved down a bit, and the stuff that moved down moved up a bit. That's kind of the situation of the overall market. So it's like we're kind of just being very steady. That's kind of the way it is now. So yeah, the weekend was a great time to rest this weekend. Let's be honest here. So yeah, I went out buying plants. I just took a break. I just kind of like didn't touch anything crypto related this weekend. It's necessary to take a deep crypto detox break sometimes. Sometimes it gets a little bit too crazy. I did take a look at the yield farm. So you know how I'm a pretty heavy farmer these days. So rewards are much lower. So even with the kind of Uniswap pools there, there's a lot of liquidity locked. I mean, this is almost $500 million, right? $466 million. But the returns are 31% yearly. So this is a pretty good reward return relative to this whole banking deposit situation. And I feel like a lot of people are feeling the same. A lot of people are just like throwing money into these pools and getting smaller rewards. But because there's so much capital being deployed and the reward is shared between anyone deploying capital, it's a very different story. This is almost like the situation with YFI on day one. Like when day one, the pool size was like 30 million and then it just grew to 300 million. The more people there are, the less and less and less coins that's shared each person receives. That's just the way it is. So yeah, recently a lot of the pools here have dropped below 100, but mixed pool, so something like I would say this is I will call it mixed pool, or you can call it pool 2 if you're OG. If you're OG YFI miner, you can call it pool 2. So anything that's with sushi or with the native currency, that would be pool 2s. And even pool 2 rewards are, it's like average. It's not as crazy as the crazy days. Maybe WETH Sake, but even this, I think Sake doesn't really have as high rewards as they think they do. So yeah, we're kind of like narrowing down on that point where kind of pool 2s get around 400, not 4,000, and then pool 1s get around 30, 40, not 400%. So that's kind of the stage we are in yield farming. So it feels bad, but it's like 10 times less rewards. So I want to complain about it, but it's still better than banks. I'm not going to go all out and complain about it, but that's just the way it is right now. I have to live with it myself too. So guys, while we're at it there, guys, let's smash up the likes. We have 369 people here. Let's do this, guys. Let's get those likes smashed up. It really does help the channel grow. And, it's always fun. Just, help that. Why not? So talking about that as well, people are talking about Cream. So I'm still in Cream. I'm actually still in the mixed pool as well. So I think the rewards are a little bit better because Cream price has moved up a little bit. It moved up and then down. Why it did so is because there's two kind of major events that happen with Cream. So in terms of APY, I'm in this pool. So the one with 424%. So it's still not bad. Half of what it was weeks ago. But I enjoyed this pool a lot. I've been farming this pool like crazy. So why did it go up? Why did it go down? Well, it went up because of two reasons. One was because they actually burnt a lot of their team tokens. So that was the first move that the team did. The team wanted, because the problem with Cream before was that the diluted cap was very high. So because the team reserved a lot of tokens for themselves, and then they just chose to burn it. So they actually burned around 80 something percent. Actually, not 80. Let me just double check the figures. So I think 63%. Make sure. Let me see if my memory serves me correct. So they burned around 6 million tokens. So if you look at Cream, yep. So Cream, they have 9 million in total, and they burnt 6 million tokens. So that all of a sudden people were relieved, and then they're trying to get that added as well. And then the second thing that they did was that they also added a dynamic automated market making equipment. So this is with the help of Andre Krone. Andre was like a beast over the weekend. He also helped with farm as well. They had a trouble with wrapped ETH, and yeah, he's a single guy carrying up the whole of crypto DeFi on his back. Poor guy, he must be really tired. But anyways, how this works is that it works by improving liquidity. So it's almost like Curve, but more advanced version of Curve, tapping into liquidity for specific coins that are around stable coins rather. So that's kind of the power of that there. We're going to do a full video on it covering everything. I think Cream deserves its own videos at some point, and that's coming up this one. So that is Creamy. That is Creamy. So someone was like, what about Creamy? This is Creamy. This is Creamy. This is here. It's capital efficient, dynamic DMM. So it's super, super powerful. We got a question from Holland Lane saying, have you looked at CBDAO at all? If so, your thoughts. So CBDAO is one of those farming things that needs its own native token. So I never actually got into it. So it's one of those coins where at a certain point when as a yield farmer, I didn't want exposure to native assets. So I was just farming with like ETH USD or wrapped Bitcoin or something super stable. So all those stable coins like Swerve and stuff, I was all into that. And I wanted minimum exposure to the native coin. So CBDAO at that point, that's why I said at a certain point when I saw that they were raising, I was just like, okay, I passed for a while. I didn't get into it, but if you guys are into it, fine, that's great. I feel like right now speculating on farm coins is particularly dangerous, especially if it's just for farming. So this actually does apply to something like, let's see, all the YF stuff. So I'll point out like something like YFV here. This weekend, we did see some pullback. It's down to $11. Speculation on these coins, like there's just too many of them. The competition is way too fierce. I feel like YFV, I'm still farming it, but at the same time, you have to make sure that they're developing very quickly. So I'm not going to shit on it. In fact, YFV has a lot of developments on there. I still kept a lot of YFV, but I just want to raise that. Just say even YFII as well. It's like, I'm not trying to beat on these coins, but I'm just saying like, being a lot more careful recently. I'm a lot more strategic recently. So to focus on just like getting coins for free, right? That's yield farming, right? But if you put yourself to risk, that's always dangerous. So I've been a lot more careful recently, and it's been playing out very, very well. Not being subjected to impermanent loss is important. And the only one I really, really did touch was Cream, a little bit of YFE, YFL, the farming stop, but I actually really like what they're doing with their YF link. So I feel like there's a lot being developed, but also at the same time, the market's cooling down a little bit on all the farm stuff as well. So, and Kitsy says Moonswap has crashed recently. Even so, yeah, exactly. Like, I think Moon is a good example of this, where prices just fell and just almost completely collapsed. So like just off the top peak at around $10, it just dropped, which is good for me, I guess. Good that I didn't severely go into any of the Moon pools. So in this situation, if you're in something like the ETH Moon pool, yep, Moon will just drop drastically in value and you'll lose a lot. So this was a situation where I was mining Moon, I was holding Moon, right? But I didn't put my funds into the Moon ETH pool. For this, is actually quite dangerous. If you get Moon for free, congrats, right? It doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't matter if it goes from 10 to 1, it still feels bad, but at least you got it for free, right? And that's the key here. If you subjected yourself to Moon volatility and you lost money mining that Moon, that's another different story. And this is not financial advice. It's just my strategy that was being carried out throughout the last 2 months. Not 2 months, last 2-3 weeks. That was pretty much the case. It feels like 2 months. It feels like 2 months, but you know, it's not. So it's good. So anyways, that's pretty much what was happening. I don't want to bash on any of these things. I think they're all developing. I think Moon is actually developing on their own scaling version of Uniswap. So I think that's pretty damn cool. I still think like a lot of the developments are cool, but the hype, the fever on these farm coins, like that's kind of just taking a little bit of a break. People are realizing that because new coins are being created pretty quickly, there's a consequence to that as well. So anyways, that's kind of the way the market's behaving at this current point. Let's see. So that's pretty much it. I saw this one that was pretty funny on this is on Reddit/cryptocurrency. I sold Uni at 3, FOMO back in at 8. FOMO $8 FOMO is classic trap. Poor guy. In fact, this is actually a repost from 4chan. LLLLL. And this is like, get free money, still manage to go in the red. This is the biggest problem with trading too. Like FOMO plays a big part into people, right? So that was the thing I said with Uniswap. There's a free video on understanding Uniswap. So let me just push that here. I have the claim Uniswap photos video. So if you guys haven't claimed it yet, I teach you how to do that there. And in the video, I said that during the initial dump wave, I sold and I bought on the bottom, like kind of close to the bottom around $2.20, and just bought a little bit there because I wanted to have some exposure to Uniswap. So on the way up, I was like, oh, hitting myself. Oh, Michael, you should have bought more. Like, oh, idiot, you should have bought more. But then obviously at around $8, that was when you had to stop yourself from feeling that FOMO, right? Because everyone was just screaming, oh my god, Uniswap 10, Uniswap 20. Like people online on Twitter, they all scream these big numbers and FOMO starts getting in. But at the point I already had exposure to Uniswap, so I'm like, okay, that's fine. I actually sold like around 400, but I didn't sell as much as I should, and then just plummeted down a little bit. But that's kind of the case with all coins that recently launched, because the price, kind of the supports and the resistances have not been clearly established yet. There's no data to trade on, right? This is what leads to very, very high volatility on coins that recently launched. So that's kind of the case there. So anyways, I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys stay smart and strategic, and that's the way it is. We have a donation from Forever Latif. DX, he's looking at DX sale. Nah, not yet. There's just way too many things to look at. There's a thing with crypto, right? You're bombarded with information, and it's to a point where, just like, I can't do everything, and that's fine with it. I'm absolutely fine with missing out on a million 10x's so long as I get my 10x's and don't do a bunch of 0x's. I think that's the kind of the case for crypto, right? To be successful, you got to be able to focus when focus needs be. Smart's Code Wrestling says, has Cream 50/50 WETH contract being audited? I think they're going through audits. Just, you got to understand that there are different pools. There's so many different pools. There's one that's a Uniswap pool. The one that I'm in is the Creamswap pool. So you get the Creamswap tokens and then you stake them. To my understanding, Creamswap is very much based on Balancer, which has been audited, but I'm not sure if Cream's done their extra audits on top of that. And also their staking contract is pretty standard. So that's kind of the case. Johan Bracho says, LINA, Michael, please look at LINA. Dude, I did an interview with the guys from LINA. Please check it out. So if you guys are interested in looking at LINA, they just listed recently on Friday, and I think they did a 4x off their public sale price, which is great. So LINA right now is currently sitting on, let's see, not this LINA, another LINA. This LINA. So it's currently sitting around a 4x. So the public sale price was around 5 cents, not around, it's 5 cents. So right now it's, yet again, it's one of those situations that's stabilizing and getting its early price establishment in. So if you are interested in LINA, what LINA is, and this is what I've been focusing on, LINA is about creating synthetic assets. So this is actually, it's a novel concept, but I think it's actually very powerful. So it's creating a synthetic version of, say, something like oil or crude, like something crazy like a Tesla stock. So this is kind of very interesting because we already created a synthetic version of the BTC. So this is something like on MakerDAO, it can create the DAI, and it's already a synthetic version of the USD, right? So the DAI is a stable coin. It's targeting around $1. It has ETH backing it, but the same thing can be applied for any other asset in the world, right? So this is the power of synthetics. So you can create synthetic versions of that and then trade it. It's one of those situations where I was like, at first, when I heard about this concept, I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I mean, like, this is just such a dream. It's like, it's never going to work, but it is actually powerful. Like, synthetics itself proved that this concept works. And then, so one of the points where I wanted to teleport myself back in time and just beat myself up for not going into this a little bit deeper. So, I mean, anyways, that's the thing I'm doing with LINA right now. They have their Hong Kong team, and I will definitely follow up on them very soon. We got Eric Kim. Thank you so much for the donation. Let's suppose one of the farming sites is down. How can I withdraw my funds from the site? Do I need any coding to withdraw? Yes, you actually have to understand what you are doing. So if any of these contracts goes down, I think that's a very good question as well. So let's say, for example, if Sushi Swap just went down, well, you can always go to the contracts and interact with them, which is much more interesting, which is, it's hard. So you can write, okay, there's two options. You can either fork their code and run a new front end, or you can go and to the contract itself and interact with the contract. So that's actually much harder. So let me actually just take a look at where the staking contracts are. Let's go menu, unlock wallet. So if you ever staked or ever approved something, let me just see if I can find a quick one where the contract address is. There is an option. Basically, it relies on you going on Etherscan. There's a tutorial somewhere for this. It's not this contract. You have to interact with the staking pool contract for that. So yeah, it's not easy. It is not easy. So it's to do with this, but with the other contract, and then you have to withdraw. I've never personally tried it myself. Yeah. You can interact with it manually, and people do that. Like, people keep I think people they use these interaction ways to deposit into pools they're not supposed to before the UI comes up. So there's always a workaround. It's always interesting, and that's how it's done. It's possible, but it's nasty. Yeah, someone's asking about DXSale. So thank you, Amateur Gamer, for it. But yet again, I don't want any promotions on DXSale. So let's leave it as that for now. Yeah, a lot of DX shows on here. So let's calm down on that. Let's calm down, relax. We'll talk about it. We'll get to it in due time. Thank you so much. It's to a point where, like, I just have to rant here. It's just like, I think we're to a point where we've done so much into crypto that it's unfortunate. Like, I want to value everyone. I want to really appreciate anyone who donates. But at the same time, when people get really aggressive telling me something to do, I'm like, you know what? I actually feel like it's not cool. Like, I feel like I want to back out. So, like, take it as you wish, guys. You know, I appreciate good questions. I appreciate the donations, but when it gets a little bit too aggressive, I'm really put off by it. It's some of the stuff from 2017, and you know, that was a crazy time. All right, so that's pretty much it for too much in terms of content. There's not too much news. I want to talk a little bit about the Wechat thing. Let's talk a little bit about that. So Commerce Department prohibits Wechat and TikTok transactions to protect the national security of the United States. So this is actually in response to the President Trump's executive order that happened on August 6th. And I see this as actually a very interesting development, right? Because I think it's the first time that, well, not the first time, the second time that this kind of tech war got escalated. So we got Huawei on one side, which was the initial kind of the target, and then now targets on WeChat and on TikTok. It's not immediate, so the apps get taken off the store. So something like Apple App Store or Google Play Store that's based for US people, it gets taken off the store and no updates are available. So it's not immediate that WeChat gets blocked, but it's starting to get there. Now, this is an interesting development because China's been doing that for decades. So China blocked Facebook, blocked Twitter, So basically, the moment you go into China, you're like, oops, I can't access anything, right? You can't message back on Facebook, you can't go on Instagram, you can't go on Twitter. That's been happening for the longest time. And China's actually used this to develop their own tech as well. So even something like WhatsApp or Telegram, you can't really use it. So really, WeChat is your only solution in China. Now, the US is pretty much starting to adopt the same thing as well. So any sort of like Chinese apps that being targeted. I think this is a very powerful war that's going on. Now, is this the best thing for the world? Who knows, right? At this current time, I'm actually a bigger promoter of something more open, something that everyone can have access to, and that's much better. So I feel like I'm on the right side of tech in this case with a lot, crypto projects. The power of crypto projects and why they develop so fast is because everyone can fork it. I mean, as much as the community would like to complain that, say, SushiSwap is just a blatant copy paste of the Uniswap code, but a powerful thing here is that Uniswap open sourced the code. They allow anyone to copy it and innovate on it, and that's power. I think that's what moves this tech field so much faster and leads to further development. That's the beauty of it. All right. WeChat is closed off source, TikTok is closed source, and one of the problems with closed source is you can't really trust what it's doing, right? It's doing stuff, right? The software is running, but you can't guarantee that it's behaving the way it is. And being open source and being on our side of the world, yeah, absolutely. You can look at the source code and you know exactly how it's running. Just like these contracts. I mean, that's one of the powers of smart contracts. Whether you like Master Chef contract or not, you can actually go and clearly look at what's behind the contract, look at the code. There's a migrator clause in there. Okay, you should be careful of that. And now you're aware. But if this was closed source, different side. So I feel like we're on the right side of tech here. And it'll be interesting to see how we can move on this in the future. Can we solve messaging problems, etc.? That will be pretty interesting. And I feel like with this tech war escalating, we're actually not only on the right side, but we're on a side that can actually relieve a lot of the problems in this space. My 2 cents on that. So, oh yeah, we got L Rickster says Telegram link when you get a chance, please. Yes, our Telegram group is growing. We also have a lot of information there. So just some points out for guys. We've been getting a lot of spam recently, so we're quite proactive in banning. So just be careful. So there are lots of rules there. I hate it when it's not something I like to do, but something that I have to do. So because the way crypto works, when people are very pushy or they send and forward a bunch of links and it becomes spam, which we govern the channel very well and it's run completely by community community admins. So please, if you go and check out the rules, make sure you don't kind of like harass people, and we're trying to keep the conversation safe, so just take a look. That's cool. Across Canada says I am late. Hey, Across Canada. Hey, hi. The T with Nicole V says Box Mining best YouTube about DeFi and yield farming. Nice, thank you. Cryptogram says don't show in the group. Yep, and a ban hammer. So we're implementing that quite strongly, but I definitely appreciate and respect all of you here. It's just that there are some certain groups of people that are, unfortunately, it's like that 0.01% that create all the spam. So it's not, this is not targeted at the community at large. There's so many people who are the nicest, best people, super respectful. Like they're just super, super nice people, and I really respect that. So yeah, that's the case. Amateur Gamer says, why are you so cute? Aw, thank you. I'm not sure if cute's the best word, but yeah, there we go. Thanks. All right. So that's pretty much it for what I wanted to cover. I did take a look at Reddit/cryptocurrency. Most of it is to do with trading memes. I thought that was kind of funny. I thought this was kind of funny too. Today's crypto market in a nutshell. Pump and dump, buy and pump shitcoins being created and dumped onto market at an exponentially higher rate than the average 2% inflation rate of the USD. And we have fiat is bad because printer goes brrr. Well, but the kind of interesting aspect about crypto is not only are we dumping coins at an exponential rate on the market, right? This is the whole market thing. But at the same time, there's such a powerful way to create and innovate on technology. So we have to balance that, but at the same time, yes, it's kind of insane, and that's just the way it is. If you don't like it, Bitcoin is always there, and there's no one printing more Bitcoin. It's just there are people. It's called miners, but the rate of Bitcoin printing is absolutely known. And yeah, there's only going to be 21 million in the world. Probably actually a lot less. That's to say. Dark Infinity says, let's be honest, nobody respects shillers. It's like saying you love it when a greasy car salesman gets it right in your face the second you step on the lot. It's I think crypto's grown accustomed to this, and there are just so many people who are aggressive. There's no problem sharing information, and that's why on the group, if you ever want to share a coin that you like, absolutely feel free to do so, but declare your entry price and involve everyone in the conversation. That's how to grow and, you know, share your passion. It's like instead of like thinking of it going to like a used car salesman lot with them in your face just telling you about coins, it's like going to a pub and just saying, you know, like, this is what I'm care about. And if people, you know, don't respond well to it, just back off a little bit. You know, we're all friends here. We all want to share our passions, but at the same time, we all don't want to be pushy. That's how friends treat each other, and that's what the Telegram is like, and that's the way I wanted it and to go. Anyways, I want to show you guys something cool as well. I finally got some mail. I picked some mail up on the weekend, so I'll show you this guy, this stuff. So people did send me some stuff, just full disclosure right there. Some people send me stuff to test out, etc. So I do get some people mailing me stuff, and it's always super fun to pick it up. So recently, this is what I got. I got one of these cards. So this is actually a credit card. This is the first time I'm actually opening this up, but this is something called the Plutus card. So we got the Plutus card. It's something that I really wanted for a long time, to be honest. So, you know, being able to spend crypto with a card, it was one of the best experiences I've ever had. I had a 10x card in 2017, but that got taken away from me, and then I refused to get a crypto.com card because their CEO doxed me pretty much. So that was a very, very unpleasant experience. And then so now I finally got the Plutus card. So this Plutus card is actually really powerful. It's for anyone who's in Europe right now. What happens is that this isn't just like a crypto card, but it's a way to combine your bank accounts with having crypto and being able to have access to both, which is just amazing. It's like basically the Coinbase of Europe right now. It's such a powerful technology. They have a decentralized exchange built right into their wallet. Super powerful. I want to try this out. I'll tell you guys how it goes. We also have this. This looks like, I don't know, this actually looks like something from Wall-E. So it's a Ucam, own your privacy. So it's a webcam there. I have never tested this out. I don't even understand why they need blockchain for this, but I'll research a bit. It's done by the guys in collaboration with the guys from IOTEX. So IOTEX, they created this with piece of hardware that allows you, so it's powered by IOTEX here. But yeah, they sent it to me, so thank you guys for sending that to me over there. We also have the Cobo Vault. So a lot of people were contacting me about this Cobo Vault, so thanks to them for sending me a sample unit to test out. You know the deal with new wallets. I'm always very, very suspicious. So I received it. I'll check it out. Yeah, so many new wallets. I think this one is pretty cool. I'm not sure if it's now the biggest issue, of course, is manufacturing and security, and that's the hard part. So anyways, that's pretty much it for my mail. Anyway, that's my first time doing my mail thing. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. Modi Funstar says CEO docs you what, why, and how. It's just because during their fundraise, so this is related to Monaco when crypto.com was still called Monaco. So what happened was that there was initially they rushed the project. So when I did due diligence on it, I realized that all their offices were actually not real offices. So the offices listed on their website and stuff, they're all virtual offices that can't house employees, right? So I was very, very concerned. I made a video and their CEO didn't appreciate it. Like Chris did not appreciate it at all. And then he found out where I worked and where I lived, and he just said, "Oh, let's have a chat." Anyway, so yeah, just not cool, not pretty nasty, completely pretty nasty. So, anyways, that's been pretty bad. So, anyways, that's pretty much that story. So, definitely appreciate something other than crypto.com. Yeah, never gonna trust my information of those guys. Yeah, too bad. So, anyways, you can see that scarring. You can hear that PTSD. It's great. Not really, but yeah. So that's pretty much it for today. Let's do a few things. So of course we have the giveaways for the video. So let's see what I published this week. Let's see. All right. So we have 2 videos. That's not live stream. So let's see. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So let's do this. These 2 videos should be notification squattable. So let's do t-shirt giveaways for both, I guess. That would probably be the easiest way to do it. So we'll just do the t-shirt giveaways very, very quickly. So the rule with this, how t-shirt giveaways work is that if new videos get launched, type hashtag notification squad. I think some people type notification squad by accident, but anyways, type hashtag notification squad and you have a chance to win a free box mining video or a anti-social crypto club video. So YouTube comment picker. So we'll just do this here. And we'll also do Q&A as well. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's see, find duplicate videos, get comments, filter based on specific tag. Squad. There you go. Get YouTube comments. See if that works. Maybe I didn't spell it right. I cannot spell today, obviously. See if the hashtag works. Yeah, but how does this work? Maybe people don't like free t-shirts. Yeah. But I expected a few. Huh. So weird. Or it's not parsing correctly. All right, Amateur Gamers has it has the correct text on, but I'm just wondering if this by tool is working or not. I don't think it's working. Anyways, weird. Is it not parsing all the arguments? I mean, let's see. I think it's only getting, okay, amount comments, X filter based on specific text. Huh, 0 comments. Weird. Okay. All right, let's move that on. None will fit me, but I think we have to get the t-shirt game on point. I'm not the best guy on t-shirts. Let's see if this works. All right, so we have comments, but we don't have. I gotta have better tools, I swear. All right, so this one works with this video. So there's 8 people, so that works. So let's get that done for this other video. So Brian Ang, notification squad, great video as always. So let's get Brian a free t-shirt. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Brian. Just contact me on just contact me at contact@boxmining.com. That's the easiest way to do it. Or just, come on Telegram. So we just have to do a verification and that's all. And you get a free t-shirt. We mail it to you. It's pretty cool. It's pretty easy. And we've got everyone typing on here. Just leave a comment. So the best way is to leave a comment. Don't do it on a live stream. Just leave a comment on that. That's the best way to do it. For the live streams, what we do have is we have the giveaways for the NFTs. So we'll do that today as well. We'll just give away 1. So guys, if you guys have an Engine wallet, post your let's see, main wallet, collect public. There you go. Post your address on, and then post your that's my address. I just showed you all my addresses, which is horrible. But anyways, post your, this is an NFT. Let's see, box mining collectibles, box mining assets. This is it. So this is the one that we're giving out. So post your Ethereum address on. So your Ethereum address. This is ERC 1151, 55 actually, not 1150. 1155. So post your address on. I will send you one thing. So just post it on, spam it on right now. And I think the fastest person to get it is Peanut Walters. So I'll send one to Peanut. I'll actually send two today. Why not? Send Peanut, and then we'll send out Peanut to Peanuts. And let's see. So I'll just wait a few seconds for people to respond. I'll give, so we've done one of the fastest, and then we have, let's see, just gonna wait. Let's go for the, we'll just wait a few seconds for everyone to type up their ERC20 address. Angela Wen says, yo, Peanut, didn't you get one last week? Oh yeah, Peanut got one last week. Yo, Peanut, come on. It's okay, we'll give you another one then if Peanut's so smart. Peanut's like the fastest one then. Absolutely, I just checked up the record. Yeah, I see the same address. I'll send you a different one, Peanut, then in that case. So you have some variety. Why not? All right, we got Alex Corona. Let's do that. Let's do that with Alex. So let's get Alex Corona. Let's give away an NFT there. Boom. And then we have, let's see, amateur gamer. Notification squad, my address is in your heart box money, and that's why I wanted you to check out the XDX sale. Yeah, I'll check it out for sure. I'll absolutely check out the DX sale stuff. I'll have to do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Just because I respect you. I respect you a lot, man. Thank you. Thank you. Arigato. I'll check it out. Let's see. Okay, the sale's going on, but I have to definitely take a look. It takes a lot longer than 3 seconds to look it up. So that's why usually if someone recommends me something, I don't usually go straight onto it and check it out, because that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Usually DD process is like quite a few hours, let's just say, at the very least. And we also have researchers to help us with that. So I'll definitely check out DXL. Yeah, there we go. All right, we got Zach J as well, just subscribed. He says, and here's his address. I'll send that to something to Zach. So that's it for today's giveaway. So guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Let's do some Q&A and let's wrap this session up. So we also have live streams happening on Friday as well. So it's Monday and Friday. Actually, tomorrow we have something cool, a live stream with Jeff Kredakis from TrustSwap. So if you guys want to check that out, let's schedule a stream. Someone was asking if I'm holding YFE. Yes. So yeah, just like I'm not crazy about this stuff. I'm mining it, I'm holding it, but you know, at the end of the day, I got it for free, right? So it's not the biggest problem in the world. I don't want to be like an overly show on all this stuff. Like I hold it. I absolutely think they're doing something pretty amazing with the vaults, and I think that's something cool going on. But I don't want to be like in your face and shoving that down your throats. That's just my style, I guess, nowadays. So I hold YFE, I hold Cream, I still hold YFI, I still hold YFI. What little I have left. I hold Uni still. Like a lot of the stuff, I still hold Pylon. Even though Pylon just rolled the wave down, I still hold it. I just don't see any reason not to hold it anymore. So, you know, that's my 2 cents. So yeah, we'll do 2 things. So one thing will be reuse these settings, TrustSwap. So TrustSwap will be tomorrow. Chat with chat. Okay, so we have the fireside chat with Jeff tomorrow, so we'll do that. He's always a great person to talk to on camera as well, and we have an update on the TrustSwap main launch, the mainnet launch. So that's number one. Let's share that link, and then we also have another one. Create new. We'll create the one for Friday as well. Friday at 11. Nope, I want to just duplicate schedule stream. Reuse settings, please. And then Friday as well. I'm just trying to do all the stuff on my computer. All right, and that's it. That's it for the new one. So I'll post the links up very, very soon. Just give me a sec. Edit this. So make sure tomorrow's, tomorrow will be at 10 o'clock Hong Kong time. So I'll have the correct timing on that. Copy, paste that. Copy this. And by the way, guys, if you guys are there, please do smash up the likes. It really does help this channel. YouTube is being very weird, and that's the way it is. Boom. That is for tomorrow's chat. Check it out. Please show us what's happening. Yep. L. Rickster says Pylon Finance new pool opening tomorrow. Crown, I think. I'd love to hear what your thoughts. I like there's a love and hate relationship going on with me and Pylon. So Pylon's great to farm, but the problem is they're opening up so many pools. I'm just like, come on, stop creating more new coins. I know you're having a different purpose for it, but like it massively devalues the value of the original coin, right? I don't know. My 2 cents. I mean, if they just constantly create new ones, then you just be farming the newest one, and then the old ones are just being useless, right? But the kind of interesting thing about Pylon is that they're putting it to different uses, right? So one is for hotels, one's for mining. I don't know. Hard. I mean, it's creative. It's creative. We got Magic Turtle. So show's about over. I'll rewind if it's wrapping up. Yeah, we're wrapping up here. We're doing a few Q&As. Yeah. We got Jose Gamboa says, requirement for Telegram is 200 likes. Yeah. That's the way to do it. That is a smart way to do it, Jose. Yeah, once we get past 200 likes, then we'll share the links, right? That's great. Wow, we got Kun asks, look, Swerve on Binance. Ooh, that's sexy. Swerve is on Binance already. I'm mining Swerve, actually. Swerve rewards are just down, though. So, yeah, it's on Binance already. That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. Like, Binance is listing coins so aggressively. So, yeah. It's one of those most aggressive time periods right now. Like, Binance, everyone is pretty much, like, listing coins quickly because they want community, right? So, yeah, that's a part here. The Telegram group is open. I'm just going to send the link one more time. And we'll do that next week as well. So next week, we'll open the group up, and yeah, we'll get like a minimum of 200 likes before we open the group up. That'll be the next thing. Swerve is essentially like a clone of Curve. So Curve Finance, but with a separate play to it as well. They actually did an appeal yesterday, or they not appeal. They wanted to get more people to vote. So this is a big note if you guys are in Swerve, and if you actually staked down Swerve, do vote as well, because the token is meant for governance. So you lock up the Swerve token for governance, and you can start voting, and you have vote power depending on how long you lock up your tokens for. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We got Mason N says, smash the likes. Was late. I shall watch the replay. Awesome. Magic Turtle says, do you look at the unofficial staking calendar for linear finance? No, I actually didn't. So they gave a API rate, but it's not the full one. And you can stake linear on the website, right? So I did stake it. So whatever I bought, I staked. Linear.finance. So you can just instantly click on stake it now. You can click stake now. But they're staking, yeah, you have to look at the calculator. The website's not like, I appreciate how fast they are at releasing this information, like releasing the pre-staking, like it's up there already. That's good, right? That means the tech team is very fast and speedy. And then we need to just find out the APY. So I haven't looked at the unofficial calculator yet. Yeah, that's pretty much it. ALC says Binance want to be the Amazon of crypto. Absolutely. And that's why they're so aggressive right now. COD 24 times 7 says APY. APY is annual percentage yield. So it's like your bank interest rates. It's probably the worst way to look at crypto, but it's become standard. So like say, for example, you go to a bank, you look at your deposit rates and it's 0.5% or 0.1% or no interest rates. Right now in Hong Kong, it's 0.45% for a 1 million Hong Kong dollar deposit over 6 months. So like I know these rates and it's 0 point something, right? In crypto, it's much higher. So in crypto, you can get 60% annual percentage yield. And then during the crazy yield farming days, you can get thousands of percent. So that means you actually 10x your money in a year. But something to keep in mind is that these rates are daily quotes. So the rates can go drastically down in value, which is what's kind of happening right now with the whole yield farming situation, where it's not the same rate for an entire year. I wish it's the same rate for an entire year, but no, it's a spot rate for that particular second. And then these APYs can go down over time if the rewards drop. So rewards drop because there's more people yield farming. Anyways, quick story. There you go. And that's pretty much it. So hope you guys understand what's going on. And then Jose Gamboa says, I keep asking this question until I see this video. When the Moonswap video? Absolutely. Bought a lot of coins over the weekend as well. Definitely coming up. Why I keep stalling on this is because you know, like a lot of people are like, they don't like shilling. So it's good to know people want this stuff. And second reason, my second excuse obviously is that I've been yield farming way too much. And video production has taken a lot of the back burner, but it's coming up. We're going to do a lot more stuff. Thanks for asking, Jose. That's awesome. And DX sale said 8,000. Yeah, that's especially if you have the a lot of times when the rates are like above 1,000, you got to be very careful. That's when you got very, 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 very careful. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching today. We'll see you guys very soon and Dream. And also I think like people are talking about Swerve, but Swerve is actually very interesting because right now the rewards are much lower now, because before the rewards were like 100 to 200% APY, but I think right now the rewards are much lower because they have the 100x rewards are gone at this current point. So to my understanding, let me just look at it very quickly. Yeah, it's around 20% APY right now, and they have a 2.5x gauge on that. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, guys, today. Make sure you smash up the like button. It really does help. We have 164 likes, which is really good. Thank you guys for that. Thank you for all the comments as well. And we'll see you guys next time. Cool. Cheers.